reading for April 13th. Let's take a look and see what our energy looks like for this week. All right. Actually, we're doing things a little different today. I'm using different cards in a different order. So let's see how this goes. Hi. Okay, here we go, Aries. 6 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 8 of Wands, King of Wands. Are you getting any sleep lately, Aries? I'm seeing 9 of Swords, insomnia, or up late, obsessing about something, worried about something, lots of subjects on the mind, so to speak. That's in the center of your reading. We also have the Queen of Wands. In the center of your reading, the Queen of Wands is really about image right next to this 9 of Swords. So it's like, am I measuring up is a good question that would go with that pairing. Page of Wands beginning again, and the World card in that sentence. Usually I start with the back sentence of the first row of cards, but this one really struck out to me first. Page of Wands, new beginnings. Queen of Wands, the labor, the things we work on, how we want things to look, our image. Now, sometimes if this card is in a negative aspect, so to speak, not quite like this one, but if it were next to the Tower, or if it were next to the Three of Pentacles meaning I'm trying to look like something in order to get attention. With the other card, it's more, you know, along the lines of internet or etc. But this is about what I look like and how I feel. And I feel like you're being a little hard on yourself. 9 of Swords, some of the things that are outward aren't coming in as you'd want. We have the Knight of Swords, which is short temper a little bit, charging in, trying to get at something, being the leader with something, being the first to speak. Oftentimes that agitates others. So what? We have the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress surrounding that card, which means that you're very protective and your timing is just right with it. So be it. We have the Sun card, being in the spotlight for a moment, followed by the Lovers card and the Ace of Swords. Pivot points, balance, being seen, right? Let's talk about this back row where your come from is. We have the 6 of Swords, right? In order to make things easier, 8 of Cups, walking away in order to make things easier. You've walked away from things that don't serve you. Some of it you miss. She's saying, I've been working out. Maybe you miss those foods. Maybe this is cutting someone off because it's cups, right? Emotions. And then we have the 6 of Swords. How can I make things easier for myself? Is what that looks like. And then missing something. I do have a question about Aries though right now. Are you pushing yourself too hard? Because we also have the 8 of Wands. I love that the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Wands is on either side here. So, you know, this is sometimes putting someone or putting yourself first. This is where your needs aren't being met, 8 of Wands. So maybe you're putting your needs first and you've got this Wheel of Fortune, high time, and you've got the Lovers card, which is that balance that you're looking for. So a lot of decisions are being required of you right now, and the delivery may not be perfect with the Knight of Swords. And so what? Because the multitude of cards that are positive, besides this overwhelm that's going on and finally getting to a point where you don't care what it looks like, the portion of the Queen of Wands next to the 9 of Swords is you're stressed out at how things are showing up, right? But we have the World card, which is, this is a bigger picture than just the small thing. With the Empress in play, that's a very nurturing energy, and a lot of Queen of Wands, right? Side by side or one above the other. They influence one another. The King of Wands has to do with how we work on things and how we are so direct and what it is we do to acquire, what it is we do to achieve. That's our King of Wands. So putting things masterfully into effect. What are these decisions that are coming up for you with the Ace of Wands? You have this Ace of Swords, which is a pivot point for you. So I feel like a lot of decisions are being required of you right now. And I think you're going to hold up to them just beautifully. Like, you don't want to repeat lessons is what this back row is all about. I'm going to walk away from something before they drag me down with them, or I'm going to walk away from something before it kills me. Like I'm going to quit smoking or eat better. So with the Sun card in play, this is our shining moment. This is us stepping into the limelight, stepping into etc., right? Like being the better person rather than what it just looks like with that Queen of Wands, how it looks versus showing up in it, right? I feel like that's sufficient. I think that says enough. Let's pull some cards for you from my other tarot deck in regards to your moon reading. Aries Moon. To book your one-on-one, visit karmaondeck.com for an in-depth examination of what energy is going on with you. Also, spiritual mentorship classes, retreats, etc. You can find all the information on that stuff. There's a few blogs on there too. Here we go, Aries. Aries Moon. King of Knight of Wands. So I feel like you're harder on yourself than anyone else is, really self-critic, right? We have the Eight of Pentacles, repetition and redundancy, trying to perfect things. We have this Nine of Pentacles, which is mastery and expertise. So how many times do you do something before you consider yourself proficient? We have the Seven of Cups, a little bit of overwhelm. This is a lot about like, which direction am I going to go? Too many options at once. If you notice here, we've got a different element within each cup. So he's kind of juggling them with some mastery in the air. Ooh, how am I going to get this all to come together? We have the Emperor card in the center there, followed by the Four of Cups. Like, are you pouting at all, Aries? Let me show you this pout. Hold on, let me get these cards out. Oh, you've got the double whammy of questioning yourself. Hold on. So we've got the Four of Cups. Look at this big pout. Pouting. What is it that you don't have, or what is it that you have yet to acquire or work on? Because right now I feel like you're a little sullen over those last few things that you don't have. I do see the Ace of Pentacles. Again, pivot points and turning. You've got a stewardship here. And the key to this stewardship is wisdom. You have the Strength card right next to the Ten of Wands. So this burden that you're taking on is one that you've chosen. Next to it is the High Priestess. You have both the High Priestess and the Emperor. So the High Priestess is how we nurture things. The Emperor, that's actually perfect balance, if you want to know my opinion. The Emperor is our outward sense, and the High Priestess is our intuition. How could you ask for more? How could you ask for better? So the Emperor is a leader, regardless of who they're partnered with. An Emperor is somebody who makes decisions and for the greater good. And then we have the Empress, the High Priestess, which is all about our energy, this intuition and our heart. So your heart is in everything. You're taking things on that are worthy. So consequence, what are your consequence from this? It's joy, it's celebration, it's balance, it's temperance. We have the Seven of Pentacles at the very end result card, but you have the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands. You have a path that you need to take. Yet you're taking in too much information and you're getting analysis paralysis. So the Seven of Pentacles is your end result card. And you know what it's telling you to do? It's telling you to wait. I had to peek at the next card to see if it was more of the same, but it's not. So we have the King of Pentacles, okay? Your money, your kingdom, your wealth, Seven of Pentacles, your harvest, what it is you've created. Take a look at what it is you've created, Aries. What is it that you're surrounded by? I see wealth. I see balance. I see strength and wisdom and intuition. And like I said, there's a couple cards here for balance, although I think you're looking at it and you need to reframe it. You're looking at it differently. You've got the Temperance card, balance, right? Celebration as well, parties and celebration. So karma is your consequence, but it's also the Justice card or the Judgment, where you are actually reaping the things that you've sowed through wisdom. But what is it that you feel so undecided by? You've got the Two of Swords, which is exactness and decision. You feel like you've got blinders on. And then you've got the Two of Wands. You feel like you have to choose one path over another. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, things in their due time, playa. Things in their due time. I feel like it's not that you're rushing the process, right? But I feel as if you are a little impatient. Hi, guys. I'm getting a little love over here. Thank you. Let's pull your card from Divination of the Ancients and see what your message is to focus on this week. Like I said, visit karmaondeck.com. Find out what I've got going on. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube so you can see the picture-in-picture, and also search your zodiac signs. She said, yes, I'm super impatient. Calmate. Cool your jets. Or wisdom. Okay, so oracle card. Call your psychic. Get some insight. I mean, I'm just saying. Your card for this week is Oracle. So what is your Oracle trying to tell you? This is paying attention to signs, paying attention to synchronicities, but it also has to do with wisdom, which was our Strength card, right? Our Strength card doesn't really have to do with how much you've been through and how strong you are. It really has to do with whether you're using wisdom and making your next choices that are similar. Using wisdom. So your card for this week, dear Aries, my beloved, is wisdom. Trust yourself. You know, this is my one and only favorite advice is trust yourself. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. I will catch you guys on the flip side. I'm going to be coming up here to do some question and answer series so you guys can ask some questions. I think I'm going to come right back on here and do Taurus. I have a little